All right. Hey, welcome everybody for our Nigeria Leaders Launch Zoom. That's exactly what this is. This is not for public consumption. We certainly don't mind if you share your, the recording with your team, your top leaders, because it's really important that everybody understand what this is all about. You see, we are distributors just like you. We are very, very excited because we know what's going to happen given the history of this product, right? You're talking about something that in the past has sold 300 million US, which is kind of like 800 million today in today's dollars. 30 years in development, something that is a non-opinion product. That's what we have here. It's a non-opinion product. This is not something that's a wish, a hope, something you have to, listen, if you're a praying person like I am, that's wonderful, all right? But you don't have to pray that this is gonna work because we know it's gonna work, 100%. Okay, so for those of you that don't know too much about what's going on, not too long ago, back in, I guess it was around July or August, Mike reached out to me, and he also had reached out to other leaders too, like Jason as an example. And he reached out and he said, hey, listen, this is what's coming. He asked me some questions, those questions that you should be asking other people as you build this business. What are those questions? Okay, think about that for a second, because I'm going to go through those questions, okay? But you probably know what they are already. But Andrew and Nancy, he told me that Andrew and Nancy had obtained the worldwide rights to this product, this family of products that can help people instead of costing them money, unlike anything else out there. Everything else out there costs people money. You know, think of these, particularly in Nigeria, think of these companies that blow in there. They've got products that aren't necessarily registered, companies that aren't registered, they're not fully legal. It could be in anything. It could be a crypto, it could be a Forex, it could be, some kind of a real estate, deal, or all these different things come in there and they take people's money and they're not there anymore. And in some cases, some of you I've talked to have been involved with things like that. But I want you to understand that the goal of this is to not just kind of bring you up to speed, but for you to get that level of trust in the people you're working with here. Because you see, I trust these people. I don't want to build ever again. I've been in a number of companies where the company let me down. People let me down. COVID let us down, all kinds of different things. But being a post-COVID company with honest people with integrity, you have to understand the reason why this is taking so long is because our CEO, Randy, won't do it any other way. And here's the crazy thing, and I know this to be a fact. South Africa, Nigeria, there's opportunities to pay people kickbacks under the table illegally and things like that to make it go faster. And guess what? They're not willing to do it. Randy's just not willing to do it. So it's going to be 100% legal, 100% registered. And if Nigeria is on the drop down one way or another, it's a sure thing. It's coming. Okay, so this is a real company with real people that are committed to you, the people that we've made commitments to. And one thing I'm going to tell you, just like I know Michael Renz will not let me down, not only will he not let me down, he's not going to let you down. Nor will Jason Meisner, nor will John Hill, nor will Lexi, nor will Rebecca, nor will any of the leaders, sorry if I didn't mention your name, Brian, many of the leaders here will not let you down. So while it may not be happening as fast as you'd like, understand it is happening. Okay, real company with real people. This is not a brand new company. It is a brand new company technically, but our parent company is not a brand new company. Our products are made in the USA. Okay, now that's really important to a lot of people around the world. Made in the USA. Okay, look at any of those products out there. Where are they made? They're made in China. They're made all over the place. And promoting those products, by the way, promoting those products could get you in trouble in some cases if they're not fully registered and fully legal in Nigeria. And if somebody starts making a whole lot of money in a particular company and it's not fully legal and it doesn't have the full registrations and things like that, the authorities can come after you for, promoting things that are either taking people's money or putting things in people's body. I mean, there's all kinds of things. So we've eliminated all of that because we know the history of this product and it's fully registered and fully licensed. Okay, we've got the customer service. Customer service is on board. If you have any trouble with a shipment or anything else, as the shipping starts here, there is live people that will take your call, that will call you back. Okay, so this isn't some Mickey Mouse. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a phrase in Nigeria or not. Okay, give me a thumbs up, I guess, if it is. I don't know, but this is not some kind of a Mickey Mouse deal or whatever. This is serious. Okay, this is really, really serious, and you guys and gals are in a position to take advantage of this. And we move forward, us leaders, with a positive mental attitude. We are not looking for everything that could go wrong, okay? Because it's not going to go south. Everything's fine. However, some people are always looking for the problems in everything. Well, you have to understand that being first is not easy. It never is easy. You could certainly wait, and that's perfectly fine with any of us leaders. It's perfectly fine to wait. Okay, if you want to wait for the Nigeria drop, or the Nigeria drop down is there, but if you want to wait for the the caps button to happen before you do anything, that's perfectly fine. Just understand, some of us, myself, and I'll run through the list again: Michael, Lexi, Rebecca, John, Brian, Jim Wallace, Marcia. Okay, we made commitments to those people, and we will follow through with our commitments. And we got your back, I promise you that. So I hope that gives you some level or some idea who we are, because we know that all these different things blow through these countries, all kinds of different countries. Now, think about this for a second. For those of you in Nigeria, which is pretty much everybody here, think about this. How many times have you ever seen Nigeria first on a drop down like that before the EU, before the UK, before Australia, before all these other countries? It doesn't happen. And the reason it's happening now is because of you, because you are the talented people, some of the most talented people in Nigeria. We know it. We've relayed that to the company. They know it. And some of the top leaders are going to come out of this group in the whole company. I promise you that. So, a little bit of a quick rundown. Who do you know that uses gas or diesel? These are questions that you ask people. Okay. Now, selling product is easy. Selling product is very, very easy. So don't worry about, we're talking to those folks yet. You can wait until you get some product on order, product on hand, whatever you want. But who do you know that uses gas or diesel? Who do you know that wants to save money on their fuel? And I also know that the subsidy is going away in Nigeria for regular fuel. I know that. Okay. And what's going to happen is the regular fuel is going to jump up to, what it is in some of these other countries. So who do you know that wants to save money on their fuel? Who do you know that wants to make some additional income? And then given the choice, and I'm going to add a side note here. Who do you know that wants to make additional income in this crappy, bad worldwide economy? Every country. It's bad in South Africa. It's bad in Nigeria. It's bad in the Philippines. It's bad in the US. For those of you that think everything's perfect in the US, it's not. So given the choice, save money, make money, or both, what do you think most people are going to do? Where do you think they're going to, how do you think they're going to answer? They're going to say both. So the answer to these questions as you continue here and get on board is everybody, 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 both. And you're going to hear that over and over and over. Okay. So you know what it is. This helps people get better fuel economy. We don't make crazy claims. Science has proven 8 to 12% gain on fuel economy and less emissions. It's a fact. This isn't debatable. It's a non-opinion product. Some people, like Jason, has gotten considerably better results than that. Some people 18, 20, 22%. Hey, Nigeria, think of the people that run generators. Think of the KKs and the motorbikes and all these different things as we move along here. But this is a serious opportunity. And I hope you understand that this launch into Nigeria, while it might be different from the way some people might do it, you have to understand there's people and leaders like you literally waiting in line to join. So this was a solution from the company standpoint to be able to allow you to get a head start on everybody else. And a lot of people are going to wait. Again, that's perfectly fine. If that's you, no problem at all. You can wait, but you can also enroll right now. Okay, so everybody's familiar with the product. We've got the minis coming. We got the trucker product. We've got all these different things that are coming, all these different countries that are coming. Mike, I'm going to call on you here in a second to unmute, but think about this. By the end of this month, maybe the first week of next month, there's going to be in the neighborhood of 34 countries on board. And if you'll really understand what's going on here with this, you know, with the button, with the travel and all this kind of stuff, hey, listen, it ain't about travel. I'm not selling you travel. I'm not selling me travel. I like to travel. It's a great membership and all that, but it's a digital product. And that digital product allows people to be able to join early. So the question I'm sure that the company had is, okay, we're getting all this pressure from all these top leaders. Do we wait until the product that's being shipped is on the ground in Nigeria? It's not going through South Africa. It's going directly to Nigeria. Do we wait until then? Or do we allow these visionaries to get started a little sooner than everybody else? Okay, so you got to think about that as to why it's happening the way it is. And the bottom line is, how many programs, how many scams, how many companies with unregistered products and all these different things come into your country? And we don't have any big packages here. The biggest package, what, $300 or something like that. There's no $1,500 pack or $1,000 pack or $1,000. We're talking about, you know, much smaller amounts of money. So the risk for anybody getting started early here is virtually zero. I mean, it's really nothing. But for me, that's not what was most important. And I know this will go for Mike and Jason too. What's most important for us, correct me if I'm wrong, is our reputation. Because we know that if we bring you to the party, we bring you to the table, and this doesn't happen, who's going to trust? You see, I trust these people. I know these people. And if anything, Randy is so honest, it slows things down because he wants to make sure that everything goes smoothly and this opportunity is long-term for you and me. Okay, so after Mike talks, I'm going to do a little bit of a quick walkthrough on how to enroll right now. And again, this is just for the leaders. We're not asking anybody to go out and sell anything, sell it right now. Okay. And this is strictly for getting in the system and being able to pre-build. That's all this is. Okay. And as soon as the button comes on for the caps or the whatever products are available in Nigeria, which is going to happen like very, very soon. Otherwise, Randy wouldn't have put the button up there. Okay. You can switch your auto ship over to the caps. Okay. And it only takes a handful of people or visionaries like you to get in early. You've got all your money back. There's no risk. There's no risk in that. So I am extremely fired up. Some of our top leaders are right here. Jason's top leaders, Mike's top leaders, Lexi and Rebecca and John and Brian and any of you, Marcia, Jim, all your leaders, or your top people anyway, are here. And we've got a lot of people. I don't mind telling you, you can't see the count, but there's a lot of people on here right now watching this information. So what I want to do before I share the process on getting started, okay, or getting getting this head start on everybody else is I would like to bring Michael Renz on. Let me,
Why don't you bring Jason, pull Jason
let
up.
me go ahead and bring Jason on first.
Yeah.
Jason, let me ask you a quick question here, being kind of I don't know, a news commentator here or whatever. And by the way, I don't care about being famous or anything like that, but Jason, would you agree that the most important thing to us is our reputation? Because we don't want to let anybody down. Is that right, Jason? What's your thoughts?
100%. And I'll even elaborate on it a little bit more. I've left other companies because of that. And I wouldn't have joined this one if I didn't think we had that.
Exactly. So what do you think is going to happen with Nigeria? What's your vision for these great leaders that are here on this Zoom with us right now?
I know what's going to happen. Just judging by the pressure alone, you can tell. Everything that we've opened up previously, it's going to blow past that. The opportunity for the Nigerian people right now is absolutely incredible. As you stated perfectly, they're in the drop-down menu at number 6. And this product went to 220 plus countries in the past. It's going to again. They're in first. The opportunity for them to have a global business is maybe like something they've never seen before. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, not just for us, but for them as well. Right. And we would not have staked our reputation on this without knowing for sure it's going to happen. So I understand people, not trusting necessarily everybody, but I also know how many people have been ripped off by all kinds of different things. And isn't it about time you had your hands on something that you can stick with long-term, change your family's future, and not have those problems? It's worth the wait, okay? It's worth the wait. Go ahead, Mike, can you chime in here?
Yeah, pull that slide back up you had up there, if you will.
Which one?
The one with all the countries.
Okay, we'll do. Start talking, I'll get the slide up.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome here today. This is very, very exciting times, and I'm going to cover quite a bit of stuff in a short amount of time. And I just want to state the obvious here. We already know where this is going. There's people on every country you see up there, and I mean every country on both sides of that screen. There's people waiting. We're pre-launching all over the world right now. We are busier than busy. And our options here being we made a commitment to Nigeria, you moved in front of every country you see on the other side of the screen, including Australia, Hungary. Okay. Philippines has product hitting the ground any day. And when that happens, Australia and Philippines go next. So when we launched this company, we didn't have the option of being in first. We had to pre-build, like many of you are and should be, of having a list of people that made a commitment. Now, our commitment to you from day one is this is going to happen. And because of you and your participation, put your country in front of other countries. And what you need to really look at here and understand is that you have the same advantage we have from when we launched, and there's 3,000 to 4,000 members that got what you call the first mover advantage because of timing. The world is not aware of this. So everybody on the Zoom right now, congratulations. You're hearing about the hurricane coming months before it happens, and you got time to take shelter, and that means launching your business. Now, what we could have done to give you something, because this has been a long process of registering the company, getting product on the ground, merchant accounts, banking accounts, paying commissions, receiving funds, setting up your payment options from pay card to direct deposit to even cryptocurrency to have you paid the way you want to be paid. Our other option would have been to put the drop down up there and show you something that when you click the button, it says coming soon. And so here's what's happening. We're launching with the travel, and guys and gals in our previous company at me and Mitch are in, we made a lot of money with weight loss coffee. That product will be coming to Nigeria as well. But what I want to talk about is in that company, we had teams all over Africa. I had a big team in Uganda. Mitch had a big team in Nigeria. And because our company wasn't registered when COVID hit, we couldn't get product in. and we let hundreds of people down, if not thousands of people down, and it was out of our hands. And in that company, being we weren't registered, shipping in from the US, not only was that a bad scenario, but if somebody made a lot of money, we were not registered. If somebody had a problem taking that product, putting it in your body, the distributor could have been liable. And we know your market very well. There's many Chinese companies in your market. They come in there, they set up offices, they do it right. But those products they have are Me Too products. The China market is trying to come in and dominate network marketing in Africa. And I'm just going to say this, that unless you're an Herbalife or Amway or some big company that has done it correctly for you, you're in a very unsafe business. And what I mean by that is there's companies of products going into your market that's going in your body. And if that product has any issues, you as a distributor are liable. We have many, many people through your market that have been pitched as crypto scams that here in the US are totally illegal, people go to prison for. We know that the buy-ins, our previous weight loss coffee company was $559 plus shipping, plus a monthly auto ship with shipping at $150. And we had hundreds of people join because of the opportunity. And with what has happened with the trading deals and all these things that are $500 to $1,000, where people get hurt because the company does not deliver, here we are 100% registered. All the documents are right here for us. We're fully 100% registered. And your country right there, when you look at that map, is getting a jump start before all of Europe opens. Everybody here from Nigeria, you know people all over the world. So you need to keep in mind as we launch and as you launch your business, you may know people in the US that can join with caps, with coffee, with travel. Under you can get paid. When Europe opens, you can build a global empire. And our choice was to wait and give you a drop down saying coming soon and try to tap dance around that, or give you the opportunity of getting in. So here's what I'm saying to people, and it's very simple. You can keep waiting and keep building your list. And when the product hits the ground and we go live, if that's what's right for you, do what's right for you. But if you're somebody that understands that every day right now for Nigeria is like a month next month, because if you have the ability to bring in your 4 key people, the following week, you're going to have a check of $200 that's going to go right back in your pocket. And everything you do, everything your team does, everything that you do moving forward is all positive cash flow for you and your people. And the big question is do you really understand this? Because we're not here selling you travel. I get that everybody's not going to join with that, but this allows you to start the race while everyone else not starting the race is waiting in line.
Hey, Mike, can I say something about that real quick?
Yep.
You know, the thing that everybody needs to think about here is the button. This is just a little story. There was a gentleman recently recognized as South Africa started exactly the same way. Okay. Gentleman recently recognized as Ruby executive. I'm convinced some of you are going to reach diamond and double diamond in the first month. I'm convinced of that because I know how the Nigerians are. You guys are like serious, you know, and I'm confident in your abilities. Well, anyway, this gentleman made Ruby executive in a couple of weeks, just like this, before he had any product in hand. I just want you to know that. And on top of that, all these registration papers, if you see here, Nigeria, you got all this. I don't know if I can get it up on the screen here, but I got the official registration papers here for Nigeria, for the product, for the company and all that. That person didn't have access to any of that, you know, any in his country. He just went on pure faith because he had friends, people he trusted. And he's now a Ruby. But I'm convinced Nigeria is going to, you know, kick some butt. Now, some of you on here might be from South Africa, and that's a challenge for you to stay ahead of Nigeria. Become the first diamond, the first double diamond, first triple diamond in all of Africa. And I think some of you are those people. So I'm very excited. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, with that being said, all the Nigerians have people across Africa, so you can start enrolling people in South Africa.
With the caps.
With the
Right?
caps.
So
and
you guys join the way you can join right now for, this is just going to get you in a couple of weeks earlier than it would have happened. And you can still sponsor somebody if you're in Nigeria and South Africa, and you South Africans that are on here, and I see some of you, can also sponsor some people in Nigeria, where before you couldn't do that, or anywhere else in the world for that matter. And some of them have the caps, on the ground. And, we know that it's coming to Nigeria on the ground. It's not being shipped from South Africa. So go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, and so with that being said, Jason, myself, all the key leaders, Mitch on here, keep in mind, Jason and Mitch are top 30 in the company, master distributors, corporate. We needed to deliver for you. And so this is our way of bringing this to you to give you that advantage. And so I'll just kind of close with saying this, that once Nigeria and South Africa are fully operational and we handle the volume, because we know it's going to be a massive volume load, Ghana, Uganda, leading countries there, where it's going to be a very simple process to open into those markets. It's already in discussion. And I'll just kind of say it like this. If you wait, you're comfortable. We don't want to upsell you. You wait till you're comfortable. I would still highly suggest getting your teams ready to go, get them lined up. The company is waiving a $29 fee. But I'll ask you this question. When the product hits the ground here in the next couple of weeks and we launch, are you going to have the advantage because you laid out your 12 and you got 20 people ready to go? Or is the guy that brought 12 people in and got into positive cash flow and started doing meetings and Zooms and calls, doing hotel meetings, and the guy that has built a structure of 50 to 100 people, when the caps go live, does that person have an advantage with a network built of 100 people to go into full-blown momentum out of the gate? Or is the person that waiting for the product to come, which one will have the advantage? And that answer to that question is obvious. If you've got 10 people or 100 people in your network already getting checks, already proving that this works, and that product hits the ground, if you got 100 people in your team, you're obviously going to go 100 times faster. And we know this, the first diamonds, the first rubies, the first emeralds, the first platinums are going to have a leg up because they took action, because of trust and belief in what we're going to deliver to your market. So congratulations, everybody. This day, we've been waiting hard. We've been pushing hard. We trust in you. We believe in you, and we're here to support you. And put belief in yourself and go help a whole bunch of people in your world, because Nigeria, you just got a first mover advantage on the entire global market. Thank you very much. Double Diamond, Mike Rentz.
Wow. That's awesome. That's amazing, Mike. Oh, Mike's always a hard act to follow, if you will. So, hey, listen, everybody. Jason, before I do this quick run through, because I want to show you how easy it is to get started this way. And again, if this is not your cup of tea and you want to wait a couple of weeks or a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever it is, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Nobody's pressuring anybody. We're not asking you to run out and sell travel. Just want to be perfectly clear.
Hey, Mitch, jump in real quick. Is this Nigeria's on the Extreme MPG site? It's also still available on the MPGXtreme site, right?
Yeah, I'm going there right now.
Okay.
Jason, before I jump into this, do you have any thing you want to add?
No, you're doing great, man. Continue on.
Okay. Hey, thanks. Okay, listen, everybody. What you want to do is you want to get the link. There's several. There's actually 3 websites. Okay, there's several. One of them is. If you look on top here, it's extremempg.com/whoever invited you, their link. Okay. And their other one is MPGXtreme.com. I have too many E's in there. Anyway, / whatever their username is. Okay. You need to get the link from them. Now, let me tell you something. Now, this is going to blow you away. Some of your sponsors aren't here on this Zoom. Most everybody is. There's a lot of people on here, but Some of your sponsors may not be. Well, it'd be a good idea to reach out, let them know what's going on, tell them you're ready to get started, because they got to obviously get in the system before you. And if you're orphaned, meaning your whoever told you about this is gone completely, happens, okay? You might want to figure out who is your upline leader and let us help you, and we will help you get started, okay? So we're not going to leave you out there to dry. Okay, so you're going to go one of those two, or hang you out there to dry. You go to one of those two websites, it'll look something. This is the extremempg.com/ whatever your friend's username is site, okay? For now, for this very short while, to get you a head start, you will go here to travel. Okay, the other site looks a little different. It's all about the caps. Okay, now we are keeping the main thing the main thing. I hope you all understand that. All right, the coffee, it's an amazing product. People got rich with a product just like that, and this is better. So understand that. So once you're here, you simply go to the travel, click learn more. And by the way, some of you might be interested in the travel. That's okay too, you know, because you do have access to it in the future. And right here, there's a short video that kind of goes through that program. Like I said, I actually watched it for the very first time a few minutes ago. I hadn't seen it, but you have to understand that this is the reason why. You have to know why we're doing what we're doing right now. All right. And we're not taking questions right now. I see a raised hand. So you can get back to your leader at the top, the person that invited you, or whomever their leader is, and have a private call. All right. So you click here, become a rep. Now, what's really important, and I figured this out the hard way this morning when I was fighting with this thing, so that you don't fight with it, is up here from the very first screen when you're, when whoever invited you is on their website, you got to select Nigeria up here. If you don't select Nigeria up here from that very first screen, it's not going to give you the option to enroll. All right. So you just simply make sure Nigeria is clicked up there. And you see here, it says sign up. I think I have already put in my information. And when you put your information in there, keep your login simple, put your information in there. If you have any trouble, reach out to somebody that can help you and will help you. All right. So this talks a little bit about the business opportunity. They're going to waive the $29 just to make it easier for people. So it's only $1 annual membership fee for that first year. Okay. Scroll down. It's going to say choose an enrollment kit. Okay. If you want to get this head start on the rest of Nigeria, and trust me, that's what's happening. Okay. I wish there was a way that is, I hate to say this, but sometimes I wish there was a way I can just like read through the screen and get people to understand some of this stuff. This is huge. I mean, this is huge. You get a whole bunch of people that are coming in after you. That's all volume that you can get paid on. So I'm just understand this is way bigger than many people understand. But so anyway, right here, right now, it's only going to show the travel. We talked about why. All right, it's only going to show the travel. Click here, start the enrollment right there. Okay. Now, when it gives you the auto ship option, just set it up however they need you to set it up. And as soon as the button comes available for Nigeria, you can go, not the button for Nigeria, but the caps button, in a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever, yes, product hits the ground in Nigeria, then you just simply can change your auto ship over to the caps. Okay. So right here, you'll see it's $200, $199 plus $1, $200.95. Click here to start the enrollment. And again, if you don't want to do it, that's perfectly fine. We're not here pressuring anybody. Right here, it's just going to ask you to click a couple buttons and see if it'll let me go. Yeah, what do you know? Select your kit right here. And remember, in a short order here, you'll see the caps packages pop up there. And there will be specific packages for your country, for Nigeria, for whichever country you're in. Philippines, Nigeria, South Africa, all that. South Africa is already up. but you'll see the caps pop on here. But for now, if you want this head start position, click select. When do you want it to start? Now, right? And then just select it now right here. Select, review it, put your information in there. It'll get added to the cart right here. Put your information in there, payment details and this, that, and the other. So again, we appreciate y'all. And I'm just going to finish talking about, one other thing. And Mike hit on it, Jason hit on it. We operate with faith and trust. And these are our friends, these people. We know these people personally. This is unlike anything you've ever done. And we look forward, us leaders, we look forward to becoming friends and trusted friends with you as well. But we want to give you the head start. We kind of knew what was going to take place when it came to how this is being rolled out. But I'm sure it was a very difficult decision. But there is literally people banging the doors down in Nigeria to get started. Literally. And you're seeing it before everybody else. And you have the opportunity to get in before them. And that does make a big difference. No guarantees of income, of course. It's based on your efforts, your connections, and all these different factors. But I guarantee you this, it is virtually unlimited. So with that being said, I'm going to stop talking, give it back to Michael Renz to close this out. Glad you were here. Do what you need to do, and we look forward to having you as part of the team. God bless.
Well, thank you very much, Mitch. Great Zoom. And just so everybody knows, all the key leaders here with Mitch and Jason and John and everybody involved, we have worked tirelessly to help this happen. And we had to put a lot of pressure on to allow you to be first. And I think this is a way better option than putting a tab up there saying coming soon.
Or hey, Mike, or even a pre-order that takes a long time to show up.
Yeah. So with that being said, huge congratulations to everybody. We look forward to helping you be the first leaders in the market. We're going to be working with everybody personally. Get back to who invited you to this, get your questions answered, decide if you're one that wants to wait or if you're ready to launch today. You got a massive head start. And once we get all this completed and we identify the leaders that are ready to step up and lock in their position and go to work, we're going to start pre-launch Zooms for those people. We do not want all the people coming to these Zooms and not be in and have one of your people join and you not be in. So all the leaders at launch will know who you are. We will be working with you directly in your teams, and there'll be private Zooms with you and your people to help you launch your team and become the first leader in the entire market. And please, those people that get activated, let us know who you are. Let us know a time that works for you. And we're going to help you launch and help you become one of the first diamonds, and not only in Nigeria, in the entire company, because there's only 6 of them in the company. And the leaders that you know of in this team, make no mistake, they will be diamonds in the company. And it's going to happen very, very quickly. So huge congratulations. Everybody have a great evening. Get back to who invited you. If you watch us on a recorded line, get back to the person that invited you to it. Make your decision, and we're here to help you. And God bless everybody. Have a great night. Great Zoom, Mitch. Great Zoom, Jason.
Hey, have a great night, everybody. Take care. God bless.
Great job, Mitch.